live.
All right. Good morning, everybody. This is the April 25th, 2024 Coastal Permit Administrator hearing. The Mendocino County Coastal Permit Administrator meetings will be conducted at 860 North Bush Street, Ukiah, California, and virtual attendance will be available via Zoom. Meetings are live streamed and available for viewing on the Mendocino County YouTube page. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order at 10 a.m. And please get a determination of noticing.
And both matters have been legally noticed.
Thank you very much. That moves us to item 3, which is the regular calendar. There's 2 items on the calendar here. I'm going to go ahead and take them out of order. I'm going to go ahead and start with 3B as opposed to 3A. And 3B is CDP 2022-0034. The owner applicant agent is Thomas and Deborah Johnson. The request is a standard coastal development permit to construct a single-family residence, a detached garage, well, 2,500-gallon water tank, septic system, solar array on garage roof, grade entrance, road, and building site. The removal of 2 sheds is also included within this request. The project has been reviewed under the California Environmental Quality Act and has been determined to be categorically exempt from CEQA. The project is located in the coastal zone, 0.35 plus minus miles north of the Casper Town Center, lying on the east side of Casper Road, 220 feet plus or minus north of the intersection with Casper Road and Pacifica Drive, located at 15,405 Casper Road in Casper, APN 118-02018. Now please get a staff report.
Good morning, it's APA Gonzalez, Jesse Waldman, planner for Mendocino County. Thank you for everybody attending today. And this project, the coastal development permit for the Johnson's project, has been requested to be continued to a date certain of October. I have prepared a memo, which has been prepared for October 24th of 2024 of this year. This is due to comments that have been submitted by the California Coastal Commission regarding proof of adequate water services for the parcel. And the owner has requested it be continued to that date certain. I would like to also add that the owner has, add for the record, that the owner has applied for an additional coastal development permit, CDP 2024 number 14, for the simple request of 2 test wells to be drilled on the site. Staff did review the possibility of applying for a categorical exclusion, and due to relations of 100 foot or less to ESHA, they did not qualify for a categorical exclusion, and that new application is already referred out, and staff will be working on that with hopes to be able to bring this back in October with proof of adequate water. And would you like me to present an entire staff report to you today or wait until October?
Let's wait until October, but thank you on the other CDP coming in. Hopefully, both CDPs can be heard on the same day.
Okay.
That would be, at least my goal. So this way, the applicants have, both permits that are being acted on, and all the issues have been addressed. Because obviously there's the proof of water that is actually going to help this other permit move forward. So let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and grant the continuance to October 24th, 2024 for the record, to a date certain. So the continuance is granted.
Is that at 10 a.m. here?
It will be 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. same time.
All right.
Same place.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, so now we're going back in order, back to item 3A, which is CDP 2019-0012. The owner is Hildegard.
Hildegard.
Hildegard?
Yeah, Pose.
Pose. And Eric Pose. Agent is Norman Avis, Kelly Grimes. Standard coastal development permit for an after-the-fact authorization of the following: 1, grading and drainage work. 2, tree removal. 3, repair and replacement of existing windows, doors, and decking at the existing single-family residence. And 4, the demolition of a 48 square foot shed. Included in the request is the replacement of the on-site septic system. The project has been reviewed for the California Environmental Quality Act, and a mitigated negative declaration has been prepared for this project. The project is located at Ridge Road, 1 ± mile east of its intersection with State Route 1, located at 32,951 Navarro Ridge Road, Albion. Assessor's parcel numbers 123-417, 123-38007, and 126-05006. May I please get a staff report?
Yes, thank you. Jessie Waldman, planner for Mendocino County Planning and Building Services again. And as stated, this is a 2-part coastal development permit where work was done without obtaining the necessary building permits and grading permits. So therefore, after the fact, this is a resolution request to allow for the repair and maintenance of the driveway, the grading and drainage work, tree removal, and repair and maintenance of different portions of the residence. The coastal development permit also covers the replacement of the on-site septic system. And that is due to the grading that occurred on site that impacted the septic system. Therefore, this coastal development permit has the after the fact resolutions as well as including the replacement of the septic system. The parcel is in the coastal zone. It is zoned rural residential. With the 3 combined parcels, it comes up to about an 18-acre parcel. It is mapped within a highly scenic area. Therefore, it is appealable. It is east of Highway 1. And the project did include multiple studies as supplement with the permit application, including a grading plan, a botanical report, a biological scoping survey, a letter regarding the tree removal, a restoration plan, and tree assessments on the site, as well as a septic site evaluation report. Main issues for this site was the tree removal. The trees were in poor health, and the landowner was doing maintenance on their property to improve the quality of their residence. The trees needed to be removed. They were dying, and they had been partially removed by utility services, and they finished up the cleanup of those. The driveway is an in egress off of Navarro Ridge Road onto the parcel, and then an exit egress back onto Navarro Ridge Road. And they did maintain their driveway, and they constructed a great a retaining wall type retention of their driveway, which requires a building permit. The repair and maintenance of the residence did require a building permit. Due to the grading, their septic permit or their septic design was required by the Environmental Health Department to be evaluated, and it did prove that it needed to be reestablished. And therefore, the landowner has prepared all the necessary permits or acknowledgement of all the permits needed. Their septic system remains on hold pending the approval of this coastal development permit. The mitigated negative declaration that was prepared for the site is due to the location of the existing development on the site, including the driveway and where the grading occurred and where the septic is. It is within 100 feet of what was presumed in ESHA, and that was the coastal Morning Glory. A site visit was made with county planning staff, CDFW, California Department of Fish and Wildlife Services, as well as the California Coastal Commission. And the necessary studies were prepared and submitted to us regarding the location of the coastal Morning Glory. and that sensitive plant is along the fence line on the southeastern boundary line. And there's, with just a little bit of removal of any debris along that fence line, there is no work proposed at the site of the coastal Morning Glory, but because of its location and the less than 100 feet, a mitigated negative declaration has been drafted for this project. That was the most pertinent key issue for this site, and making sure that the code enforcement case has resolution for the landowner. I have spoken with the landowner's agents regarding review of the proposed conditions of approval, where there is a condition number, I'm pulling it up right, number 12. And it states, prior to issuance of any building permit, grading permit, or division of environmental health permit associated with this coastal development permit, the landowner shall obtain a building permit for reinstatement of a building permit application number F-627 or permit number 2001 to ensure that the single-family residence is constructed to the satisfaction of the Building Division of Mendocino County Planning and Building Services. And just to elaborate on that a little bit, the original development of the parcel was done through a coastal development permit issued by the California Coastal Commission, and a building permit was obtained to build the home, and it was never finalized. It had been vested, it had been secured, and it was never finalized. And through the review process of this coastal development permit, the site history, the California Coastal Commission has deemed that the county could be the lead agency for resolution of the after the fact work, or the unpermitted work that occurred, and the reestablishment of the septic system. Therefore, staff did feel it was important to finalize that original building permit and then continue to get the necessary permits for the site. And there are mitigation recommendations for any disturbance regarding ESHA within the coastal development permit. And staff does recommend approval, or we request approval by the CPA today in accordance with the conditions that are stated in the staff report. No public comments have been received since the posting of this project, and California Department of Fish and Wildlife Services has agreed with they have reviewed the conditions of approval and agree that they are satisfactory towards protection of ESHA on the site. And I'm just making sure. I believe that I've discussed all major issues on the site, and I believe that that concludes my presentation, and we do request recommend approval of this request. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and open it up to the applicant or agent.
I believe my architect is waiting to be admitted to the thing by Zoom. I saw 3 waiting attendees.
So
at one
go
point.
ahead and admit everybody that's.
I don't see anybody there.
Okay, then was not able to do it. Sorry. That's
All right.
I did, if I may,
Go ahead.
I did speak with Mr. Grimes this morning just to make sure that he had access to our site, and he informed me that he did not have any questions. He did state that he planned on attending the meeting today, and he also let me know that Mr. Pose was going to be in attendance, but he did not have any concerns, and he confirmed his understanding of the conditions.
which is my understanding also.
So, okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you. If you could identify yourself for the record.
My name is Eric Post. My mother is Hildegard Post, and I'm overseeing the property for the moment.
So is there anything you want to add or have any questions or
No,
agree or disagree with?
no,
Okay, so you're in agreement with what's being proposed?
yes,
Okay,
we just want it resolved. I mean,
All
this has
right.
been going on for quite a few years.
all right. All right, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the public hearing. Is there anybody from the public that wishes to speak on this matter?
I don't have anybody on
All right, so I'm gonna bring it back to the CPA. And I have reviewed the negative declaration, the mitigated negative declaration, the recommended conditions of approval, and the findings that have been proposed by staff. And based on the evidence provided to me here today, I will go ahead and move to adopt the mitigated negative declaration and approve the project pursuant to the conditions and findings contained in the staff report. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to matters from staff. Does staff have any matters they wish to bring forward to the CPA?
one.
Seeing none, I'm going to go ahead and move to item number 5, which is matters from the public. The Coastal Permit Administrator welcomes participation in meetings. This item is limited to matters under the jurisdiction of the Coastal Permit Administrator which are not on the posted agenda and items which have not already been considered by the Coastal Permit Administrator, so no action will be taken. Again, matters from the public. Is there anybody from the public that wishes to speak on this matter?
I will throw one thing out there.
Identify yourself for the record. and-
My name is Eric Post.
Yes,
I have an elderly neighbor who has a failing culvert under her thing. To go through the entire California development permit process just to replace a minor culvert in the street is apparently required. And since I'm under this whole thing, I'm not touching it. You know, it's something I could do in an afternoon to fix for her and have her have safe entry and exit. But, you know, when you're looking at $50,000 to $100,000 in fees to replace a pipe going right against, in a drainage ditch, it seems excessive and impossible for an average elderly person to do. So she'll have a failed driveway in a few years. I think that you guys need to seriously consider making it possible to do at least minor repairs without going through an environmental impact report, a grading report, a entire CDP just to replace 9 feet of culvert in a ditch. So I'll throw that out there.
okay, thank you. Heard and understood, and no actions taken, just information that's being submitted. I would throw this out. The county is going through an update of its LCP. I would highly recommend that during the LCP update process, you make your concerns heard.
How would I get information on that process? Because it's the first time I heard that it was going to happen, but no, I've seen no notifications.
It is starting to kick off now with work being done by consultants, and the actual process itself will begin probably later this summer with some public outreach meetings.
Okay, thank you.
So it'll all be publicized going forward. I know that the county is looking for feedback throughout this process, so I would stay tuned. And then you can always write a letter to the department asking to be placed on a mailing list for any upcoming meetings, hearings regarding the LCP update.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Who would I address that to?
Go ahead and address it to the director, Julia Krog.
Julie, okay. Can I borrow a pen for a second?
Okay, so with that said, is there anybody else from the public that wishes to speak on this matter? Seeing none, I will go ahead and bring it back to the CPA, and I will go ahead and move to item number 6, which is adjournment. And this meeting is adjourned at 10:19 a.m.
Mr.
Oh, we have somebody?
What's his name? Kelly Grimes.
Kelly Grimes.
You gonna bring him in?
Sure, before I adjourn.
Yeah.
Mr. Grimes, you are now on.
I don't have anything to add.
Identify yourself for the record, and then what did you want to speak on?
My name's Kelly Grimes. I'm the architect of the record, and I don't have anything to add. I didn't raise my hand. Sorry.
Okay. That's all right. We've already heard and approved the case.
Fantastic.
Thank you. All right, so instead of adjourning at 10:19, I'll adjourn at 10:20 a.m. All right, that's it. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.